of you trans motherfuckers. And a matter of fact,
You're also sick of Jewish people, right? You want to know something, and I think you're the only person who could tell me it. How many Jews do you think died in the Holocaust? This looks super weird cropped. There we go.
okay.
So
Yeah. So
you're the 2 + 2 = 3 guy, right? From Naomi's stream.
I corrected myself, and I said 2 + 2 = 4. I'm pretty sure I corrected myself. I won't even lie. I was actually half sleepy. I had just woke up to debate Naomi. And I was like, okay, you keep asking me basically.
What's your hat say? I can't read it.
Attack on Titan.
What's that?
It's an anime.
It's like a cartoon?
Yeah. So I was debating Naomi, and Naomi kept asking me simple questions, and I was trying to tell Naomi that 1 + 1.
Oh, tell him? Yeah, you're trying to tell him that? You forgot again, didn't you? Oops, forgot.
No. I mean, if you want to call him a him, I guess so.
You just called Naomi a him, and you just called Naomi a him again in that sentence.
It's
okay. You just forgot, right?
I only addressed Naomi as Naomi until you just said him.
No, you didn't. I said that because you said him.
No,
it's recorded. Why would you lie about this?
You can replay it. I was literally addressing Naomi only by the name. That's literally what I was.
You just said him. Everyone heard it. We could just rewind it. Why are you like? You're not. You know what? You're right, Neil. I should defer to you because you have like a 182 IQ. You said, right?
Okay, now what is your problem that you have with my channel?
I don't have a problem with your channel. I don't give a fuck about your channel. I care about your views. Your views are dumb. You're wrong on everything.
That's what I'm saying. If my views are dumb, what are my views?
Your views about Jewish people are really dumb. The ones you posted in Naomi's chat about how
we're talking about trans people.
You asked me which of your views is dumb. I just said your views on Jewish people are dumb.
I said on my channel.
You said your views on. I said your views on Jewish people after you asked which views of yours are dumb. You said that. Jews use tricks to win. You said Jews use tricks to win debates.
What are the problems that you have with the views on my channel? Go.
So your secret views I can't talk about. Your secret Jew-hating views.
Listen, soy boy. What are the
You're so mad.
problems that you have with my channel?
I don't have problems with your channel. I have problems with your view. I don't care about your channel.
So you don't have problems with
your channel. Your channel's some stupid YouTube channel. Like who cares?
Bottom feeder. Hold on, bottom feeder.
Bottom feeder? Well, I am a top feeder. Excuse you. I swear I'm an exclusive top feeder.
It doesn't matter where you feed from, you freak. Now tell me, what are the problems that you have with my channel?
I told you like 8 times. I don't care about your channel. Your channel's dumb. It's a dumb YouTube channel. Who cares? I care about your views. Your views are wrong.
Hold on. My views are wrong on trans people.
Your views are wrong on Jewish people. Your views are also wrong on trans people. But I agree. You're correct. I'm glad you've conceded your views are wrong on trans people. But they're also wrong on Jewish people because you said, I don't know if Naomi is Jew or not, but I'm just saying he used their debate tactics when debating me. You said Naomi used Jewish debate tactics to beat you in the debate.
We're gonna talk about.
Did you hear that like Jews are really common in accounting, and then you thought that was just the same as counting normally? You're like, only a Jew could know that 2 + 2 = 4.
What are the problems? See, look, this is your problem right now. You want to debate me on trans people, and now you're talking about Jewish people.
No, I just said I want to debate you. You asked me which of your views are wrong. I said the ones about Jews. They're all
talking about
your trans ones are also wrong.
Listen, NPC, we're talking about trans people.
You're so mad.
Trans people. What about?
You don't want to talk about the Jews?
We can talk about the Jews later. What about the trans people? Do you think that is wrong that I said about trans people?
I think that you said that trans people are delusional, and that's wrong.
Okay, so trans people aren't delusional.
No.
According to the DSM-5, you can look this up. Gender dysphoria is a mental illness.
Yes.
Next.
Wait, that was your response? You think you have a mental illness means you're delusional? Do you think autistic people are delusional?
Anytime when
answer the question. Don't be a bitch.
Hold on.
Don't be a bitch. Come on, answer me. Are autistic people delusional?
Shut the fuck up, simp.
Shut the fuck up. So, simp. Spit it the fuck out. Come on, answer my question. You're getting nervous. You're getting scared.
Do I think that trans people are delusional?
I just asked. Answer my question.
Do I think that trans people are delusional?
I said autistic people, but I understand the confusion.
So are all trans people autistic?
No, they're not.
So why are you bringing up autistic people?
In the DSM-5, it says that autism is a mental illness. So your argument for why trans people are delusional applies to autism.
My
Dummy.
argument for why trans people are delusional is because they think that they're the opposite sex.
No, wait, what? You think I think I'm the opposite sex that I am?
What are your pronouns? She, correct?
Yes.
Man. And you're
Okay.
You think you're
What do you think sex means?
you're a woman, you're so
What do you think sex means?
What do you think sex means? That's the question.
No, the question was, what do you think sex means? Stop being a bitch and answer.
I understand what sex is. I'm a man and
Then spit it out. What do you think sex is?
sex is your biology. Is your S and Y chromosomes.
Do you think that I'm confused about what chromosomes I have?
I think you're confused about what you should identify as.
Answer my question. Stop being a bitch. Stop dodging every question you get thrown at you.
I just answered your question. Now,
No, you didn't. The question was, do you think I'm mistaken about my Why would I respect you? You're an idiot.
hold on.
I came here to make fun of you.
not
I
disrespect-
came here to laugh at you in front of an audience because you're a Nazi idiot.
Understand?
You're a Nazi idiot.
You're confused and you're mentally
Here comes the meltdown. Here comes the Nazi meltdown.
trying to tell me that I'm the one who's confused. Now you tell me
You're delusional, actually.
what the hell you identify
You're
as.
delusional. So the question was, right, just to remind you, we're trying to talk about, are trans people delusional? And then you said the reason we're delusional is because we're confused about our sex. And by sex, you mean chromosomes, right? And I'm asking you, do you think I'm confused about my chromosomes?
Are you? You tell me.
No. So I have no delusion, right?
So why do you identify as a woman?
Do you think when I identify as a woman, that means that I have different chromosomes than I do?
That shows that you're confused.
So just to be really clear here, you just bombed the case. You just lost, right? There was no way in which we're delusional?
Sure, I lost. But why are
Cool.
you
Well, take your L. You're wasting my time.
sex?
You're 182 IQ, and I'm like mogging you. You're getting. I think it's the estrogen. The estrogen makes me smarter than you.
Okay.
I'm able to compete with your 182 IQ because of my incredibly high estrogen levels.
According to the CDC, estrogen actually high levels of estrogen in men, biological men, makes men depressed, suicidal, and makes them have anxiety.
What? Oh my God. In men?
Yes, you're a
Whoa.
biological man.
That's crazy.
You're a biological man.
That's funny because for me personally, the estrogen sort of helped with feeling bad. For a lot of trans people, it reduces our rates of depression. So I guess we must not be biologically men, right?
What is the difference between a trans woman and a biological man?
I think the biggest one's going to be that a trans woman identifies as a woman.
Exactly. How you feel is irrelevant to your biology.
Yeah, I agree. But you just said that because of if we're biologically men, that means we have to have a certain kind of depression, right? Depression is about like your brain chemistry and the way you feel. If you want to go take a look at the DSM-5 criteria for depression, you can take a look at it. Oh, speaking of DSM-5 criteria, it says that depression is a mental illness. Are people with depression delusional?
People with depression, clinical depression, there's a difference. Depression.
Yeah, answer me.
Clinical depression is a different thing.
Answer me.
Transgenderism.
Why are you running?
Said.
Answer me.
I told you what I just said. Clinical.
No, you told me what you just said. Yeah, I'm asking you a question. The question was, are depressed people delusional?
Be quiet. I'm talking.
You just keep calling me a bottom.
Depression. You must have a chemical imbalance
I'm feeding you content.
in your brain.
And you're the bottom in this debate, I think.
Chemical depression. Clinical.
Answer my question.
We're talking about.
This guy's serious.
We're talking about transgenderism. Transgenderism.
We're talking about, are they delusional? I'm giving you an analogy. Do you know what an analogy is?
Do you know what shut the hell up, so far I'm talking is?
You're done talking. Answer my question.
No. You're a biological.
You're not done talking?
You're a biological man, correct?
By your definition, I certainly would be biologically male. My estrogen levels are going to be really high. My testosterone levels will be low.
Therefore,
but my chromosomes, I'm guessing, this is just a guess. I haven't been karyotyped. I'm guessing they're X and Y. You're so bad. You're so bad.
Therefore, soy boy.
So if you use spironolactone, you'll rage out less.
The CDC information also applies to you.
What?
Biological man.
What?
There's no.
Oh my God! All of those studies I've seen on gender dysphoria and estrogen, they're blown the fuck out. You destroyed them.
There's no biological differences between a trans woman and a man. And if I'm wrong, tell me, what are those biological differences?
Probably the extremely high estrogen levels, the brain chemistry. Oh, have you heard of Nguyen 2018 study on the brain differences in trans women and cis men?
Okay, I'll take your word for it. If the brain and by the way, the chemical differences are because you take drugs.
No, these are before HRT.
Okay.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so if there's a brain difference within...
So you were wrong about that, right, Neil?
If there's a brain difference... No. If there's a brain difference...
You are wrong about that.
A trans woman... Okay, I'm going to debunk that too. If there's a brain difference within a trans woman, then what's the... Okay, have you ever heard of Arrested Development? Yes or no?
Yes, I've heard of Arrested Development, but that's completely irrelevant to what I just asked you.
No, it's not.
You dodge every question of mine. I should just start ignoring you when you ask questions to me.
Answer your question, soul boy.
You just... Yeah, you haven't yet. Wait, hold on. What was my question? What was my question?
This is as a 7-year-old...
Shush. What was my question?
His brain structure, does that make...
What was my question? What was my question?
Even if your brain is...
He forgot. He doesn't know what my question was. 182 IQ, but I guess none of those are from his working memory points. I guess that's like...
Even if
he's just really good at advanced math. Like 2 + 2 = 3 advanced math.
What are you saying?
You said you were going to answer my question.
Even if your brain is slightly different, that doesn't give you the right to identify as a woman. Now tell me, how's your brain being slightly different?
Wait, hold on. The right to identify?
The right.
No, yeah, the First Amendment gives me that right.
Okay. How you identify how you feel doesn't make it accurate.
Wait, accurate to what?
Accurate to your actual sex. If you just...
Do you think when I say I identify as a woman, I'm saying anything about my sex?
If you just acknowledge that how you feel and your biological sex are two different things, then why the hell are you telling me about your brain structure when that's not how
You're insane.
That's a physical thing. Answer me that.
You're insane. You're doing nothing to track my argument. You said you were going to answer my question.
Go ahead.
You said you were going to answer my question.
Go ahead.
No, I already asked it. I want you to answer it.
Ask your question again.
Did you forget what my question was? In your attempt to answer my question, you just forgot what it was?
Listen, I answered your question, but ask it again.
And you don't remember what the question was? How do you know you answered it?
I give you the most simplest answer. Go.
To what?
To any question you have. Go.
You said you answered my question. I'm asking you, which question did you answer?
Anyways, as I was saying...
I forgot. Oh, no.
Listen.
Poor Neil.
You need to know your own questions that you ask me.
I remember it. You don't remember it. You said you answered it.
Do you remember what I just told you? What did I just tell you?
You just said that I need to remember my own questions, and I'm telling you I do. I do remember that. You want me to retract the entire conversation for you so we can figure out what you forgot about?
No. What I told you was this. I told you that because of your brain structure, you said that actually trans women have different brain structures. And I said, okay,
correct.
If that was true, then people who have arrested development also have different brain structures.
Correct.
Therefore, you have some 30-year-old men who brains closely resemble that of 13-year-old boys.
Correct.
And that's a fact, according to the CDC. So therefore, if we were going to
talk about you're confused about one of those things.
No.
You're confused. Their brains actually don't resemble that of 13-year-old boys. They're just arrested development doesn't mean that you have the same neurology as a 13-year-old.
Identify as 13-year-old boys.
You're deeply confused about whatever. You're deeply confused.
That's not how biology works.
You are deeply confused.
That's not how biology.
Yeah, you already said that for like 4 times in a row.
Okay, but then tell me what I'm deeply confused
about. What you should do, Neil, is you should humble yourself, and you could learn a lot from other people.
Tell me what
you could learn like the answer to 2 + 2, and you wouldn't be saying 3 in debates.
Tell me what I'm deeply confused about, and then I'll give you the floor. Go.
Okay. You are deeply confused about the neurology behind arrested development. Arrested development does not mean that you have the brain of a 13-year-old.
Hold on, I didn't say that. That's a straw man.
No, you did say that.
A 13-year-old.
You said they have the brain of a 13-year-old boy.
Boy, that's not what I said.
You said they had the brain of a 13-year-old boy. That's a direct quote from you.
Similar to that of a 13-year-old.
It is not similar.
That's not what I said.
It is not similar. It is extremely different.
Hold on. Now it's not similar when you just agree with me. You just said correct.
No, I said explicitly, you are deeply confused. You were wrong about that, and I corrected you immediately.
No. Before
maybe you muted me on your end or something, but everyone on my stream remembers me saying this.
you said correct. When I made that statement, you said correct, and now you're trying.
I explicitly told you you're wrong.
That a man. Hold on, so boy. Now you're trying.
You're insane.
Brain similar to that.
You're gonna feel so dumb watching this back afterwards.
Okay, we're gonna go to what you said. A man has a brain. A trans woman has a brain similar to that of a woman. That's what you said.
No, I didn't.
Okay, then tell me about the brain structure. Then what about the brain structure makes a man a trans woman?
So I think there's a couple of different aspects that seem to have some kind of interplay. I think it's kind of complicated, but it seems like there's a correlation with what's called. Are you familiar with the sexually dimorphic nucleus?
Yes. What about it?
You're familiar with it?
I've heard of it. But you're clearly more educated on that if you're trans, so tell me about it.
Yeah. What if I told you I made that up?
I've heard of something about it. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, tell me something about it.
Okay, I see you want to play stupid games. I heard of words very similar to that, so tell me.
You've heard of words very similar to that, okay. Luckily for you, I didn't make it up. It's a real thing.
No.
Right, but you totally didn't hear about it. We both know you're lying.
Here's the thing, soy boy. Here's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Games. I've heard all kind of stupid shit that your community has said.
True, we invented, trans people invented the SDN, you're right.
Soy boy, I just told you you're more educated on that because you're trans. So tell me.
I'm gonna be more educated on anything related to trans issues just because my positions are the correct ones and yours are the wrong ones.
Bottom feeder, you just want to play games. Tell me about what you're talking about, bottom feeder. I get
you want to know about brain chemistry?
Yes, tell me about what you're talking about.
Okay,
I can do that too.
You made a claim, and then I told you there's evidence against your claim, and now you're telling me to just elaborate on the evidence. You're not counteracting my evidence. You're just asking me more from it. I can sit here and lecture you if you want, right? But it's just not going to be very interesting for your audience. But sure, let's go. So if you hold on, I'm in the middle of a sentence. You have to wait your turn. Just wait your turn. You like to talk a lot over the other person. You have to stop speaking, right? So I'm in the middle of a sentence. So if you want to know about the SDN, there's a general correlation between. Hold on. Wait your turn. It'll be okay. Nazi Neil. Nazi Neil, relax. It'll be all right. If you just relax, you'll be okay.
Go.
I can't hurt you. It's an internet conversation. It's not going to hurt you. You'll be safe.
What's your point? What's your point?
You have to stop speaking to hear that. Okay. So the point I'm making is that when you have there's this thing called the SDN, the sexually dimorphic nucleus. And there's a correlation between the size of the SDN in pre-transition trans people. If you want to take a look at the Nguyen 2018 study, it's not even just the SDN. There's a large variety of different neurological indicators of what is likely to be gender dysphoria. The thing that really makes you trans is identifying as a gender other than one you were assigned at birth, but there seem to be correlations for why people have the desire to do such, right? Those correlations end up being that the feeling of gender dysphoria is one example. You don't have to have it to be trans, but it's a very common trait among trans people. So if it's something that humans are doing behaviorally, something that you should always keep in mind is that when humans do things behaviorally, the source of that is their brain doing stuff, right? Humans do things behaviorally because of the fact they have a brain and their brain causes certain behaviors. So if you see a behavior, always assume there's a neurological reason for it, even if you don't understand it yet, right? In the case of the research surrounding trans issues, the variety of different neurological indicators, probably correlates even, of gender dysphoria seem to be the kind of thing that even before HRT, long before HRT, if you take control for every factor that'd be relevant and you take a look at a trans woman, somebody who identifies as a woman but hasn't undergone HRT, and what's called a cisgender man, or basically just like your average guy, like somebody like you, for example, what you see is all of these neurological correlates are present in advance, long before the hormonal therapy. But all of this is irrelevant because none of these are what trans women are saying when they say they identify as a woman. So it's just there's no delusion.
Okay, so why don't these people take the same sex hormones? Why is it when a trans woman says that, oh, I feel like a woman, why don't that man take testosterone instead of estrogen?
Because testosterone will not make you more in line with your gender identity and does not have any kind of supporting evidence to show that it reduces gender dysphoria. Unless you're a trans guy, then it's really good for that.
But here's the thing, though. Why are we affirming the way that someone feels? Just because that person feels like a woman doesn't mean that we should affirm that person's feelings. We should affirm what is true, and we should affirm their biology. And
so
because
we can do both.
Here's the thing. Why are we knowingly making these people more depressed when a trans woman is a biological man, and throwing off a person's hormones makes them depressed? And by the way, it's the same for trans men.
Do you have any data that shows? Do you have any data that shows that transgender?
CDC.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Actually, I brought data for you freaks, since you all love. Oh, well, show me some liberal statistics.
Liberal statistics. Yeah, peer-reviewed journal, liberal statistics. What's the difference?
I brought data for you freaks. I brought data today. Hey,
do it. Spit it out.
Freeze.
Yeah, you said that like 8 times in a row. Just spit it out.
Yeah, okay. I did say that 8 times in a row. Give me one moment. I got so much stuff.
Yeah, give you one moment for the 18th time in a row. Just like stop repeating yourself. Just spit it out. What's the data?
I'm putting emphasis on it because I'm about to flame your soul boy ass.
No, you're not. You're gonna embarrass yourself again. We've been talking for how long now? 30 minutes. 30 minutes has just been you embarrassing yourself.
Speak, soy boy.
You're not speaking. You're just rambling. You're saying the same thing over and over again.
You gonna shut the fuck up?
Or what? What are you gonna cry about it?
With high estrogen and low testosterone, and source. Men with high estrogen levels, low testosterone levels may experience a range of negative effects on their health.
And
decreased muscle mass and strength.
Oh my god, this guy is serious.
Decreased bone density, changes in mood and cognitive function, reduced sex drive. Sources. My sources are let's see.
You don't remember your source? So let's check Twitter to see what some crazy far right fellow neo-Nazi has told me.
Endocrinology and metabolism. And I have a source from the obstetrics.
Endocrinology and metabolism.
International, 2007.
Endocrinology and metabolism, and the source doesn't back up your point. I agree with what that source says.
My point.
You just said it's also true for trans people, and then you applied specifically to a group that's going to be 98. What percentage of the population do you think is trans? Do you think it's more than 50%?
Unnatural levels of estrogen and testosterone in men and women
you're like the dumbest guy I've ever talked to.
Increases your likelihood of health issues. It decreases your health. So you have bone density issues.
What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
From reliable sources.
Do you know the problem with what you're doing?
What?
You just told me you were going to provide me with a source that shows that it's also the case for trans people. And then you used a source that's going to be 98% not trans. What percentage of the population do you think is trans?
Tell me this. What's the difference between a trans person and a normal person?
Trans people identify as a gender other than the one they were assigned at birth. But give me an answer to my question.
Biological difference.
Give me an answer to my question, you snake. You weasel.
Oh, I'm the snake now. You're
just
buffoon.
You're just running away from every question I ask you. Like, you get so upset.
Child abuse.
You get so upset.
I'm the snake. Oh.
Yes, you're running away.
Answer my question.
No, answer my question. What?
What's the difference?
No, I'm gonna answer your question.
What's the biological difference between
Answer mine.
And a biological man? What's the biological?
Answer mine. Do you understand? Answer mine.
No, you're gonna answer my question. This is my show.
It's my. You're both streaming, dummy. Your show. You're a YouTuber.
Tell me the difference.
You're a dumb YouTuber who pumps out like garbage content. You're spamming content. You're getting like 200 views a video.
Trans woman.
It's all trash. You're like my show. We're both streaming.
If you can't tell me that difference.
Oh my god, you're insane.
Your goddamn self. Now, what's the biological?
You are insane.
So your soy boy ass and a biological.
You serious?
Okay. You want to identify as a trans woman?
Which one of us asked the question first?
Yeah, I'm sick of you trans motherfuckers. And a matter of fact,
you're also sick of Jewish people, right? You said that Naomi is using Jewish debate tactics to beat you.
Like that. That's not gonna happen again. You're gonna tell me.
Oh no, it's not gonna happen. I don't think you should. What's not gonna happen again? You're not gonna get slapped around.
Man,
you're getting slapped around. You've embarrassed yourself.
Go. What's the difference?
Do you think you're doing well in this conversation?
What's the difference? Go ahead.
You won't answer any of my questions. Why would I answer yours? I'm just gonna ignore it.
I'm answering your question.
You owe me questions.
Hold on.
You owe me questions. I'm not answering any more from you.
Hold on, trans woman. Hold on. You asked me what were my sources.
No, if you call the trans woman, I'm out.
You told me.
So, hold on, wait. I'm a trans woman?
Apply to trans people. And I'm asking you, what's the difference between a trans person and a biological man?
Neil, let's calm down. Let's be zen. Okay, let's relax. Okay? Let's calm down. Let's think about this.
And
you owe me a question.
Your question.
I asked you a question first, didn't I?
And I answered it. You asked me for my...
What question did you answer?
You asked me for my sources. And I get...
No, I didn't. I asked you for a source on the claim you made, which you didn't answer. The claim you made was that you... The claim you made was that you have a source that shows that it's also true for trans people. Not a source that's true for people in general.
And I'm telling you... Hold on. I'm telling you, soul boy. I'm telling you that trans women...
There's no way to engage with you.
I'm telling you that trans women and men are the same.
Trans women and trans men are the same?
No, trans women and men are the same. You're not hearing...
Trans women and cis men?
Yes.
Okay. You think trans women and cis men are the same?
Yes.
Okay. You know, what do you think the word woman means?
Adult human female. Now you tell me what woman...
Do you think a trans woman is a trans adult human female?
A trans woman is a different kind of man. The only difference is that man is mentally ill and delusional.
You conservatives think women are men. You guys are crazy. You understand that women and men are not the same thing, right?
You liberals got it confused. You liberals think that men are...
So mad. He's so upset.
I'm telling you that a trans woman is a motherfucking man because...
It doesn't add up, Neil.
His DNA, his...
Does not add up.
Now you tell me the difference, the biological motherfucking difference between a trans woman and a man. You can't do that because there is...
I told you it earlier. It's neurological differences. Can I ask you a question? I answered your question. Your question was, what's the biological difference? I answered it way earlier, right? You just forgot that I answered your question. It was neurological differences. But now it's my turn. Stop, Neil. You have to relax. You have to relax to the people speaking, right? So what I'm asking you have to relax. It'll be okay, Neil. You're safe. It's just an internet conversation. Nobody can hurt you. Okay, Neil.
This is not a this is a debate, and I'm whooping your...
You think you're... He actually thinks he's doing well in this debate. Chat, can we get some wins in chat for the massive dub that Neil's taking? A win for the dub taker, Neil.
Followers. The fuck is who you talking to? You talking to like 3 people.
I think I'm getting bored. I think I'm getting more live viewers than you do right now. What are you going at?
No, you don't.
You get like 6K subscribers and you're like spamming viewers, right? You're just like, you spam out like so much content on Real that people like never watch it.
Because I got a work ethic, unlike your soul boy ass.
You got a work ethic? It's not giving you much back.
You can't. The only thing you can...
It's not giving you much back. And you want to roast YouTube channels? We do that all day.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I asked people for a 1 and they're all posting 2s.
You do not work.
They're all posting 2s. What's this?
You probably live in your mother's basement. All you do is eat Cheetos.
I live in my mother's... You want to hear what this...
You are pressed.
You're right. I live in my mother's basement. Or my mother's basement with these windows.
Now tell me what you got to say.
Basements famed for their windows.
What you got to say, soul boy?
I got questions for you.
Trans motherfuckers.
All right.
What you got?
I want to know something, Neil. I want to know something. And I think you're the only person who could tell me it. How many Jews do you think died in the Holocaust?
You want to get pimped out, soul boy?
Just answer it.
About the Holocaust.
You're getting bitch made. You're just running from every question. You're running from every question.
You run away from the transgender issue.
Which of your questions have I not answered?
I told you transgenderism is a mental illness. I told you that trans women are men.
What question have I not answered?
You know what, soul boy?
What question have I not answered?
Hold on, soul boy.
What question have I not answered?
Trans women have neurological differences in their brain.
Sure, you want to see Nguyen 2018? I got you, champ.
You want to have studies.
You haven't answered this before, for the record, so this isn't an answer to the question. This isn't an answer to the question, which of your questions have I not answered? I absolutely can. It's really easy. Do you want me to? I've said the name of it like 20 times.
Okay, what's the studies?
Nguyen 2018.
You ain't got it on hand?
I just had it. I just told you the name of it. I have it on hand. It's Nguyen 2018. Look it up. Go to scholar.google.com, type in Nguyen 2018.
Okay.
I'll do it for you. I'll give you the Sci-Hub link so you can see the PDF for yourself.
Okay.
Do you know what a DOI is?
Neurological differences. Okay. And a man having neurological differences within his brain makes him a woman.
You asked me what the source was on there being neurological differences. There are neurological differences, and I gave you a source. I've answered each and every one of your questions, but you've answered 0 of mine. Not a single one.
Trans women have...
You're a coward. You're scared of answering questions. You are scared of debating. You're running. You are running from me.
What's your question? What's your question?
The question I asked you is how many Jews died in the Holocaust?
You're talking about Jews? We're talking about trans...
It's a number. You haven't answered any of my questions about trans people either.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
You're getting slapped up, don't you, so...
Neil, you're embarrassing yourself. Neil, stop with the brat play, right? You're not being resistant. You're not winning. You're not doing okay. You're making a fool of yourself.
You can't stay on topic. You can't stay on subject.
This is insane.
Whooping your ass, but also bringing facts and proof and evidence.
You really think you're doing well?
Now tell me, Soy Boy, what do you have to say about trans people?
I've asked you a question several times. I've said many things about trans people. I can say more. I think that you have to stop talking, Neil. You have to stop talking, Neil. You have to stop having a panic attack, Neil.
Look.
Neil, it's okay. We're in an online conversation.
No, Daddy.
We're talking online. We're talking online.
Who lives in...
You're okay.
We're gonna talk about...
You had like a huge pause.
You bring up Jews. Yeah, I'm gonna get you from the... I started
the conversation by saying I disagree with your views on Jews, and you want to talk about trans people. I've talked to you about trans people. You have no counter argument.
What are your issues with my channel regarding trans people?
My issues with your channel regarding trans people in particular is that you think trans people are delusional. You have no evidence for this, nor can you name a single belief that trans people hold as a category. You have to stop talking. Stop talking. Yes, gender dysphoria, you've said, is a mental illness.
DSM-5, look it up.
Autism, DSM-5, look it up. Autistic people do not have delusions. They're not delusional. People with depression are not delusional. People with ADHD are not delusional. ADHD is not a delusion.
Said that. Gender dysphoria.
It's in the DSM-5. Look it up, Neil. Look it up.
He's confused about his gender. That's delusion.
The DSM-5 doesn't say that. You are insane. You are insane. Neil, I need you to understand. Do you understand that something being in the DSM-5 does not make it a delusion?
Yes.
So you understand that if you say gender dysphoria is in the DSM-5, that is not a reason why it's a delusion.
Because of what the DSM-5 says about gender dysphoria.
Where does the DSM-5 say a false belief about some? I have gender dysphoria. What's the false belief I have?
That you're a woman.
Do you think when I say woman, I'm talking about my chromosomes, or do you think I'm using that word woman to mean something else?
What's the definition of woman?
The definition of woman that I'm using, you didn't answer my question, right, for the record. But the definition, I'm gonna answer yours. The definition of woman that I'm using is that a woman is somebody who identifies with a feminine social archetype. That's a woman.
That's retarded.
Okay. Retarded is also in the DSM-5, or it used to be. I think it's in the DSM-3. And it's also not a delusion. So I need an answer. What is the false belief?
It doesn't care about your feelings. You identify...
Oh my God, Neil, you have to follow along. You're embarrassing yourself. Please.
Your
Neil.
Biological sex.
Neil. Neil Hitler, please. Relax, okay? Just answer. Just
go there.
Follow along.
Go there.
Go where?
Okay?
Calling you Hitler? Yeah, you think that... Here's some quotes from Neil.
Go Hitler on your ass.
Hitler
on your ass.
What does that mean? What does it mean to go Hitler on my ass?
What did Hitler do?
I'm asking you.
Okay, you brought Hitler up.
You said you're gonna go Hitler on my ass. What's that mean?
Let's stay on trans issue.
What's that mean, Neil? You're bitching away. You're running, coward. Say it with your chest, bitch. Speak up.
You sound like hold on. Save your chest, bitch.
Oh no, I sound feminine. No, you owned me, Neil. Fuck! I destroyed the debate.
It's really.
These what?
These maggots. You're a maggot.
You bitch out again. You're such a bitch. Neil, you want me to say it for you? Faggot. Say it with your fucking chest. Quit being a bitch. You're getting slapped around.
Okay.
You're getting bitch made. You're getting fucked in the ass this debate. Look, Neil, after this debate, we're both faggots. It's just that you're the one taking it, I'm the one giving it. He kicked me. Oh my God. He kicked me from the channel. What a bitch. Oh my God. All right. So, I think Neil doesn't understand this, but YouTube TOS kind of get away with saying faggot. Especially, let's be realistic, especially me, right? I don't think YouTube is ever going to be upset that I said faggot.